What's going on, guys? So check it out. I bought some flowers for one of my favorite girls. I was looking at her enclosure the other day, and I just thought something's missing, and so I thought some flowers would be perfect for her. Um, which female am I talking about? Let me go get her. Let's give her these flowers, and let's see if she likes them. All right, so I realize you cannot see her very well, but I'm sure most of you probably already know who it is. This is my female Phidippus audax. She's the only mother. All the females in my collection. You know that her enclosure is pretty barren. It's just her and her webbing. So I figured we would add something to that and put some flowers in there and see how she likes it. Now, my plan is not just to put the flowers in there. I actually want to take her out of here, clean it out, put the flowers in, and then put her back in. So I'm going to try to get her to come out on video, but just a quick note that if it gets out of focus for more than a few seconds, I'm concentrating more on the spider than I am on the camera screen, because we know my track record with jumpers. Anyway, so I'm going to try to get her out on camera. I don't hardly ever get her out, so I just don't know how she's going to react to this. She doesn't get moved around a whole lot, but I just can't get the right angle here that I need to try to get her out with the light and the camera. Hold on, guys. I got to figure something out here. All right, sorry about that. I didn't really think that part out before I started the video, but here we go. I think I've got better angle, better lighting. And I'm hoping she will stop being defiant and come on out for me. But she's being quite stubborn right now. Like I said, I don't ever take her out. This is her enclosure. This is one of two enclosures that she has laid 3 of her egg sacs in, her clutches, and so this is her home. She doesn't want to come out. I don't think I'm going to get it on camera without stressing the hell out of her, which I've already done. So what I'm going to do is just give you a look at her real quick, and then I'm going to get her out off camera so I don't freak her out anymore, redo her enclosure, and then put her back in there. She deserves a better enclosure than what she has. She deserves some flowers after all the chillin' she gave me. Look how cute she is. She's so adorable. All right, so I'm going to get her out. Then we're going to fix her enclosure. Hang on, guys. All right, so I've got her enclosure cleaned out. I've got the flowers in there. You may notice the flowers are thrown in there upside down. That is for a reason. And if you don't know the reasoning behind my keeping of jumping spiders, well, you haven't been keeping up with that part of it. Because, I store the enclosures upside down like so that when they drop their prey, it will fall down to the bottom or the lid area, and then I can take the lid off, dump the dead prey out without disturbing the spider. They do not need substrate. It's just personal preference, I believe. Some people take their jumping spiders very seriously and treat them almost like children. I don't go that far, but they will put substrate and Lego toys and things in there. I don't go that far. I like this girl. I am quite fond of her, but she doesn't have her own room in my house. She doesn't have the Lego toys in her enclosure, but she has a damn good life. I'm going to go ahead and improve that a little more now and see if we can't coax her into her new or her renovated enclosure. And of course, she has other plans. There we go. That's another great thing about jumpers. I didn't note it just a minute ago, but the way I actually got her out of her enclosure without stressing her anymore was she was in this cup. I laid it on the towel, and then I took this cup that she was in, turned it upside down on top of that cup, and then gave the side a thump, and she fell down in. And the thing about jumping spiders over tarantulas, guys, is they can take a fall. They are, stop it! Sorry, the dogs are playing. They are built basically for a fall because they are jumping spiders. Sometimes they're going to miss. So it doesn't harm them as bad when they fall. Also, they have that lead line, so sometimes they can catch themselves and dangle, which makes them easy to manipulate and control when you need to. So there we go. There's her enclosure made up upside down. Let's flip it right side up now, which in the real world is upside down. And there we go. She is now in her remodeled home. I'm going to try to feed her in just a second. Let me go get a worm and let's see what happens. Hold on. Alright, so I just made a slight modification to her enclosure. My initial plan was to just leave the plants in there free, which caused them to flip and flop around when I moved the enclosure, putting her in danger of being jostled around. So I just taped the stem of the flower onto the side of the enclosure. I did not use hot glue because I want to reuse this enclosure someday. Hopefully not very soon. But there she is, and she is taken to the underside of one of those flowers. Now, I don't know if she's going to want to eat now that she has found herself a nice, comfortable spot. But I will put the worm in there in the hopes that she will at least eventually find it. I think she's going to find herself a little more comfortable in this enclosure. The only thing I hate about it is the extrusion. There's a problem with and quality control with the extrusion on the bottom side of this enclosure as it's wavy, so it's not super duper clear. That's kind of frustrating, but this is her home. This is the one that she's basically been in since I brought her home and bred her to the male that I had. Now she is in a much better enclosure, much better environment, and I hope that she likes it. And I hope that you guys like this video and that you will let me know with a thumbs up and a comment. If you think somebody that you know that likes jumping spiders might think that this is pretty cool, go ahead and feel free to share it. Subscribe if you have not done that. Other than that, guys, you know what to do. Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great day or a great night. Take care, guys, and God bless.